Millions of businesses rely on UPS to move their products to customers across the country, but results of a 2-year investigation say dishonest businesses rely on UPS too.
As KGUN 9 on your side's Craig Smith reports, investigators say UPS drivers and supervisors work with drug traffickers to ship drugs out of Tucson and ship drug money in.
Investigators from the Regional Counter-Narcotics Alliance and Homeland Security say some packages got very special handling at this Tucson UPS center. Court documents say 4 UPS employees used inside knowledge to hide packages of drugs and drug money in the flood of regular packages. But Tucson police say they used undercover officers and GPS trackers to follow contraband moving around Tucson and across the country. Police arrested UPS supervisors Mario Barcelo and Gary Love and drivers Michael Castro and Thomas Mendoza. The investigation netted 7 other suspects who did not work for UPS. Counter-Narcotics Alliance Commander Captain John Levitt says as far back as 10 years ago, investigators noticed patterns that suggested traffickers were using shipping services to move drugs. He says now they may shift back to moving the loads themselves.
Someone equated this to whack-a-mole, but here's the truth. If we take shipping out of the equation and people move back to the highways, the Arizona Department of Public Safety is an incredible interdictor on the highways. They're feared by drug traffickers across the country because of the effectiveness of their operation here. So I would rather have them move it on the highways than ship it.
And Captain Levitt says using delivery services to ship drugs can put innocent people in danger because to cover their tracks, traffickers may deliver the drugs to your front porch.
While you're here talking to me, there may be a package being delivered to your house today. And if you manage to find it and bring it in the house, and drug trafficker doesn't interdict it, get it themselves before you get it, then they may do a home invasion on you to get it.
That's why he says if you get an unexpected package, call the police. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
Okay, I would like to shout out Adrian Thomas for sending me this story. And let me tell you, the part that got me in that audio right there is probably the part that got you is at the end when the man was saying that you could get an unexpected package that has drugs in it. And if you don't call it in because it may not be deemed as suspicious to you, even though it should, especially if you weren't expecting anything, then they can do a home invasion on you and they'll probably get you hemmed up even though you're completely innocent in all of this. But when I heard that, I said, that's scary. That's scary right there. But let me go ahead and get into these 4 knuckleheads that you see on your screen. So they decided that they were going to run a drug ring for over 10 years and use UPS's system in order to do it. Dumb as hell. Did they really not think it was going to catch up to them? See, the thing is, when people do something like this for a long time, they get so used to it and they don't stop. They get greedy. And and the thing is, it's a wash, rinse, repeat thing because they expect them to get greedy. It happens every time. It never fails. It says 11 U.S. UPS employees were arrested in Tucson, Arizona, following a 2-year-long Department of Homeland Security investigation. Prosecutors have accused the workers of staging their drugs inside of packages and smuggling them from Mexico to the U.S. 49-year-old Mario Barcelo, who has worked with the company for 20 years, is the accused ringleader of the operation. In addition to Barcelo, Gary Love, Michael Castro, and Thomas Mendoza, all UPS employees, are charged with money laundering, drug possession, and drug distribution. 7 others were also arrested for charges on shipping drugs and operating stash houses. They had a interesting run. 10 years is a long time, but you know what that means? The fact that they had a long run like that and the operation started 2 years ago, which was 8 years into their thing, that means somebody in that operation must have snitched on somebody. And that's when the sting begins. So somebody in their camp or somewhere in their inner workings snitched on somebody or a lot of people, and that's how they found out. Because, like I said, 10 years is a long time to have something like this operating, especially when it's connected. Well, I'm not going to say it's connected, but when they're using the services of a company as big as UPS, which is one of the most recognizable, famous delivery services in the world. But they definitely gonna have an interesting time in prison, because I have a feeling they're all gonna go, especially the one on the far left. You know why that is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.